She has to. Yes, she did. Got him. Oh my gosh. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today's video is not going to be a tournament fishing video, unfortunately, but as you can see behind me, we have some of the thickest, juiciest pads that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's basically going to be like flipping up onto the shore. And in today's video, we have a 1 ounce weight on. We have 65-pound braid, and what we're going to be doing is picking all of these lily pads apart, pulling fish out of some of the thickest cover that you guys have probably ever seen, and we're going to be doing it with a little Biospawn Exopod right here. So today's video is brought to you guys by Catchco Baits. Awesome little flipping bait that they just came out with. You could use this thing in a bunch of other different ways too, but today we're going to be rigging this thing up on a 5/0 zone lock flipping hook, and we're going to be putting this in some of the nastiest stuff. So stick around, stay tuned. It's going to be a fun one. I'm freaking amped up. Like I said, this is some of the thickest stuff I've ever seen in my entire life. So let's go catch some fish, guys. Oh my gosh, one just tried to eat it off the surface. As I was pulling it out, she's gonna eat. She has to. Yes, she did. There she goes, right there. First one of the day out of that thick stuff. Boys and girls, this is like the thickest pads that you could possibly find. Flipping that little Biospawn Exopod with that zone lock flipping hook right there. She straight crushed it. That's freaking sweet. Legit like my second or third flip of the day. Not a giant, little 10-12 incher, but you guys are in for a show today. We are going to be flipping all of these pads, and they should be absolutely loaded. Hopefully there's some big ones here and there as well, but we will take 12 inchers out of these type of conditions any single day of the week. Flipping this stuff is fun no matter what size of bass you're catching, but we're probably going to get some good ones today too. I do not think that a 12 incher is going to be our biggest bass of the day by any means. Got him. Got him. Dude, check that out. That's a nicer one right there. Just talking about it. Legit like my next flip. Biospawn Exopod. Oh, there she goes. Whoops. Biospawn Exopod flipping it in all of this thick stuff. Guys, oh my goodness. That was a solid like 1.5 pounder or so. Nothing too crazy, but we have taken like 4 flips. We've got 2 bites and 2 fish to show for it. Gosh, there she is. Oh my goodness, they're so thick up in that stuff, guys. Another solid little 12 incher. Biggest one so far was like maybe a 14 or 15 incher, but we're gonna get a big one. If they're up in here eating like that, it's gonna happen. We're gonna catch us a freaking stud. I just know it. Oh my gosh. It's literally the second that it touches down. Oh, that's a nice one right there, boys. Look at the colorations on that fish too. When they get way up in those pads, they just get so freaking dark. Nice, solid, like 14 incher. In a tournament, I would take that fish all day. Get her back in the water. That was next flip after that last one too. They're loaded. They're loaded up in all this thick stuff. Look at how much. We've only fished this little section right here so far. We have this entire pond to pick apart. So much water and so many lily pads. Before we get back into the fishing, let me just show you guys how we're rigging this up, because it's super important when you're flipping this heavy cover that you're using the right equipment. So we have a 5/0 zone lock flipping hook right here, and we started out just like any normal Texas rig would. We put it through about a 1/4 inch of the nose of the plastic, pull it up the shank of the hook, and we slide it to the very top there. But then what we do, instead of popping this all the way through and then nose hooking the bait, when you're using a flipping hook like this, all you do is slide it in and don't poke it all the way through. Just like that. And then we have our 1 ounce weight, and we just have double pegs on there to keep it nice in place. But 5/0 zone lock flipping hook, Biospawn Exopod right there, and we are flipping this thing into the freaking juice. There he is. There he is. That one I had to work for it. A lot of them have been hitting it like the freaking first drop down, but I was bobbing that one up and down for a little bit there. Another solid chunk, little pound fish right there. God, that is so fun. You guys have no idea. If you guys have never tried flipping before, you guys have to get yourself some 65-pound braid, a 1 ounce weight, and get out there and do it. Because this is the best way to catch fish. If you have heavy cover like this, there is not a more fun way on the planet to catch fish than flipping a freaking 1 ounce weight in there. So basically to fish this, all we're doing is we're finding the tiny little holes. I mean, this stuff is about as thick as it gets, but trying to find those little nooks and crannies. We're flipping it in there, and all you do is bob it up and down. And as you guys have seen, most of the fish are actually hitting it on that first drop anyway. So you really don't have to work the bait too much, but I usually give it about 3 pumps and then pull it out, make another flip just like that. Keep on moving, trying to cover some water, but still making sure that you're nice and thorough and pick all this stuff apart. Because those bass can be sitting anywhere up in here. Got him. Got him. Got him. We're gonna get you back in the water. We're trying to catch some of your bigger friends out here. Oh my goodness. Got him. Dude, he like blew up on it the second it hit the water. He saw it and shot straight at it. There's another little decent one. A little 12, 13 incher. Okay, so that one right there, I flipped a lot of this inside stuff, wasn't getting a lot of bites, and I flipped one out to that outside edge, and that thing shot from the middle of the pond. Literally saw him coming at it, but still catching them. Still catching one every like 2 minutes or so, guys. Literally a freaking slugfest at the pond today. Holy crap, I did not think that the bite was gonna be this good. It is dumb stupid right now. When I was on the other side of the pond, I saw all sorts of stuff busting over here, so we just made our way over to this side, and we're gonna try to flip up some big ones over here now. Caught quite a few on that side. They were biting really good, but literally there were fish going crazy over here. There he is. Oh my goodness. That one felt like it was gonna be a giant, and it very well could be the smallest one of the day. Look at how that fish got hooked by that 5-aught zone lock flipping hook though. I don't know if that fish is gonna be okay. That's gotta be like right about through his brain. I'm sorry, little guy. You bit like you were a 5-pounder. I didn't know what was going on. Okay, hopefully you're okay, buddy. She got freaking domed straight through the center of her brain. If they're eating a flipping bait that good, we have to try the Guggen Squad Filthy Frog in this back pocket. This duckweed just looks too freaking good. Gotta try to get a couple of frog blow-ups really quick. Might be a bigger one sitting underneath all this duckweed too. This is one of the deeper parts of the pond, and you have this nice little drain back in here as well. Usually catch some pretty solid ones over here. Oh my gosh, she freaking crushed it on the Filthy Frog. I knew it was gonna work. Oh baby. We got the best bite going on. We got flipping, we got frog, and you cannot ask for a more fun day right there. Not even a big fish, but when you get blow-ups like that, and when you catch them out of that thick stuff, it's the best. It's the freaking best. God, that was a sweet blow-up. Try to catch a few more. That was so freaking cool. That was like my second cast with the frog too. Oh my. She crushed it. She crushed the Filthy Frog. Another solid little 12-incher right there. Freaking destroyed it, dude. That frog bite is insane. All the fish in this pond right now, guys, are going crazy. Like, I know I'm fishing a pond, and fishing in ponds is easy. Like, it's not like fishing in lakes at all, but right now, this is like the craziest bite that I've ever seen in this pond. Like, these fish are just going berserk. Anything that you throw at them, they're crushing right now. We're gonna try to get 1 or 2 more on the frog really quick. Then we're gonna wrap it up by just showing you guys my frogging setup and my flipping setup that we were throwing earlier, because both of these techniques require a very specific rod and reel combination. So I'm gonna show you guys what I like throwing, and then we're gonna wrap the video up for you guys. But try to get 1 or 2 more to crush this frog real quick. Got him. That one just slurped it up. That's a better fish. That's a little bit better fish right there. Less aggressive blow up and a slightly bigger fish right there. Probably a nice 14-incher. That'd be a Michigan keeper all day long in a tournament. Frog down her throat. That's what you want to see. Nice solid fish. Get her back in the water. I keep saying like, oh, 1 or 2 more fish, 1 or 2 more fish, and we're going to end the video. But this bite is too fun, guys. The freaking frog. The frog and the flipping bite are the best. Dude, you guys have to be getting annoyed by that too. I've probably said it like 15 times in this video at least. But legit, they are crushing everything out here. See if we can get blown up on this cast too. I'm not really right on that pad line, which is going to be key for getting blown up on this frog. All those fish are up in the pads, so to get hit on this, we need to get it right on the outskirts, and those fish are coming out of those and ambushing this frog. Got him. Dude, same exact spot as that last fish pretty much too. Another slightly better one. Long, skinny, dark green fish. Just freaking slurped that frog up once again. Get her back in the water. The fish are going crazy, guys. I know I've said it a bunch of times, but they are just straight up going bonkers in this pond. It is stupid easy to catch a bass right now. This would be an awesome time for any of you guys that have never flipped or gotten a really good frog and bite. If you guys were at this pond right now, you would have an unbelievable time. Like, look at that. Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. That's the best one so far. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on up in here. Oh, and she ate the filthy frog. That's what you want to see. I think that's how we're going to have to end it right there. The fishing is crazy good right now. I'm not going to stop catching them anytime soon, so we can't wait for the bite to die down because they are just straight crushing right now. So we are done fishing. We're back at the house, but really quick before we wrap up today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the rods and reels that I was throwing for the frogging setup and for that flipping setup, because like I said, this type of fishing is not normal fishing. Like, you need a specific type of rod and reel if you're gonna be reefing fish out of that really, really heavy stuff. So we'll start out with the flipping setup since that's what we were fishing first. And what I like to go with is somewhere between a 7'3" and a 7'6" heavy action rod. Today I was actually just flipping with the 7'3", but anything that has a pretty soft tip but still has a really heavy backbone so you can rip those fish out of the heavy cover is gonna be absolutely key. And then you wanna make sure that you have a 7-1-1 or faster gear ratio reel. Today we were using the Lose My Crush, which also has those big power handles, which is also super key for flipping, because when you get those bites, you have so much to grab onto, so you can really reef them out of there. But that's the key when it comes to reels for flipping. You want a 7-1-1 or faster gear ratio reel. You want a 7'3" to 7'6" heavy action rod. And then also we were throwing 65-pound braid on both of these rods actually. But getting into the frogging setup, you want somewhere between a 7'2" and 7'4" heavy action. In my opinion, some guys will throw a 7'6" or even longer rod when they're frog fishing, but I like a little bit shorter stick because you're able to walk the dog with that frog a little bit better. If you have a 7'6" or longer rod, it's gonna be a lot harder to work that frog the way that you really need to work it. So I use a 7'2" heavy action rod. This is my bread and butter. I catch so many fish on this thing, and you're really able to work that frog really, really well. So that's my frogging setup. We also had the Lose Super Duty on there. This is one of the most bad to the bone frogging reels I've ever used in my entire life. I'm able to cast this thing a freaking country mile, but that's my main setups. And it was a fun day out there, guys. We didn't catch any giant fish. We were just doing a little pond video for y'all, but frogging and flipping are some of my favorite types of fishing. As you guys saw, you probably heard me say it so many times in the video. Just an awesome time. You guys need to get out there. You need to try it out, especially flipping. I think that not as many people throw that big 1-ounce weight around. It's an awesome way to really get inside of that cover. So check that out. Thank you guys for watching today's video. We're gonna have another video popping up on Wednesday, so make sure you stay tuned to that. But thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one.